Okay, so I know it's noisy. We're inside the machine at this point, but I've got a 1/10 indicator on the inside wall of the ball screw thread, I guess, if you will. And if I move, I'm just going to jog the machine 1 thou. We have movement, just to show that it's the pitch that we're measuring. Okay, not that the ball screw is loose or moving. It's just it turns and it's going to push the indicator, right? So I'm going to reach over and grab the table. I'm pulling, I'm pushing. I'm going to pull it, let it go, push it, let it go. Pull, pull, push, push. Okay? Now, we're going to do the same thing. Zoom me out a little bit. Up here. Why not? We'll get off in here. Alright, so now again, we just got an indicator. I've got it sitting on the spindle, mounted to the table so we can see some movement. I'm pulling, I'm pushing, I'm pulling, I'm pushing. I'm gonna pull it, let it go. Push it, let it go. Push, 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 pull, pull, pull. So it would look like it, motor, the servo is pulling itself back, but I'm getting weird, funny errors when cutting squares and holes and different things, and this y-axis makes a bit of noise. Let me see if I can demonstrate the noise for you. I'm going to have to get the indicators out of the way. Okay, make sure that nothing else is in the way. Maybe you guys can hear this. I don't know if you will or not. I'll get over here where I've got some room. That's just me hand jogging it in basically 100 times, which is, moving at 10 thou per pulse, and then just doing that as fast as I can. So that's in Y. If we changed it up and did the same thing in X, it's also so all that to be said. My question is this a normal thing? It's only a 25-year-old machine, but I was going to guess that maybe the motor or servo, the y-axis servo, down here is going out because it doesn't seem to want to hold position. Because I've opened this guy up and I can see the actual, because I thought maybe the coupler had gone bad, and it's brand new looking. It's all metal, so there's nothing to really deteriorate unless it rusted. But then again, ball screw's moving. It's not like I have lash in the ball screw, because the table's moving and the screw's moving with it. Kinematics are all connected here, but the motion of me pushing the table transfers all the way through back down to the motor shaft. So the motor output shaft is in fact moving, at maybe 5 to 10 minutes, of angle, compared to the 5 thou travel. So, and the problem is I can cut, let's say I'm going to cut a square, okay, and we'll say it's 4" by 4". So I can get this dialed in and get my cutter compensation dialed in on whatever my finish tool is, and I will end up with 4 inches perfect, repeatable every time, like down to like the 10th, and this direction in Y, but then in X it's bigger versus, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like I have an exact cutter compensation all the way around a part. So it'll be, if I dial in X, then Y will be too big. If I dial in Y, X will be too big, or vice versa. I'm only explaining this just generally. I don't have specifics right now, other than just showing you what's moving. So you can see that the ball screw is moving when the table moves, and if I turn the machine off and just, you know, twist the ball screw, there is, I mean, I can move it, what, basically, I don't know, maybe a minute, you know, like just a fraction of a turn, and if I've got my 10th indicator up here, it will show me that movement. So I don't feel like the ball screw or the bearings or anything else is wear or showing wear, because this thing has been replaced. The ball screw and some other things have been replaced in this thing's lifetime, along with the spindle and some other things. But again, my problem is not only the noise was my first, you know, I'm thinking like, hey, that don't sound right. You know, when I'm interpolating or, you know, doing a bore, especially a small bore, really fast, and say plastic or aluminum, you know, this thing sounds like it's rocking loose, but it's motor, I think. So, or, you know, is it a control issue? Whoa, what happened there? Let's try that again. Or is it something in my control that I can say, you know, go, the pitch error table it's all there, there's quite a bit filled out, or is it something in here that I need to change? That somebody else has changed. I don't mess with this very much because it works great, but did somebody else possibly change gains, or, you know, something, or is it the actual servo drive? So this is my question. So Yamazin, the fantastic, not too helpful fella from Yamazin, and you know, whatever. I went back and forth a little bit with him, email. He didn't seem to want to help too much. Just wanted to pitch me off to the parts department. But my question is, which part do I buy? So is it, do I buy a motor? Do I buy a ball screw? You know, a drive? That's where I'm at. So, yeah. You guys got any suggestions, help? Leave them in the comments. You can also, you know, email me. That's easy to get a hold of me. So there you go. All right. Later.